get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Panther first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the give, it's Hubbard, and he'll get about 5.
Hubbard, the Panther ball carrier. Rashawn Gary on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's Young to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Exiting the pocket right.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Young. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. There's a handoff to Hubbard. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This one from 54 yards out. That one is good. And the Panthers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Thank you for following, Mario.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll run with Jacobs.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. That one, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. 3rd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. Now Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone.
What's going on out there, internet world?
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10.
Target, and it'll be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Thanks for following.
To throw is Love. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers are on top. It's 14-10.
Panthers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. On first down, it is Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry.
Definitely. Thanks for
Just
following.
hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ivana, thanks for sharing the live.
They'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good.
A big play for the Panthers. 33 yards.
10 at the 34-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Justice for my girls.
Here's Young.
Thanks for following.
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a
Patty,
live football.
thanks for sharing the live.
Still going. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Panthers 10.
Ronald, thanks for following.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down.
Lord Duncan, thanks for following.
No run, here's Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll step up and run. And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Panthers 1st down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
A 2nd down throw for Young. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That is fielded at the 20. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A good play action with Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
At the 49-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
At the 49-yard line.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Love. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time.
Turk the
It'll
Turk,
bring
thanks
up
for live.
second
Thanks
down.
for sharing the live.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Love. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Derek Brown getting through there to drop
52.
him
Thanks for sharing
for
the
a
live.
loss of 6.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Love to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. When you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Nice job pushing through the looping tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down throw for Love. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. They'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Love. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. It's Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and
9.
Quad Il Muslim 3. Thanks for following.
From the gun, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. J.C. Horn coming in from his cornerback spot to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. The tight end downfield. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
28 yards.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Up to the left side and taken in by Golden. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
3rd and a yard.
HYD, thanks for following.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry, and they'll start it here on 1st down.
Aaron D, thanks for sharing live.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw, Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Young. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So Big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
49-yard line.
Second down and 3. Here's Young.
Marlon, thanks for sharing the live 2 times.
There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time. And third down coming up.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock.
Thanks for following, Marlon.
Get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On second down, Young. That's taken in by McMillan. Now timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. Just going to run it here up the middle. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
In motion goes Dobbs. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Love to throw it on first down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To throw is Love. And a good job here defensively. Get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The RPO, a pass taken by McMillan. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. He gets it right back.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Young. He's got a man! That's McMillan! That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get that.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Young. That one taken in right side by Lee. That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And that is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that'll set up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Whoa! That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jacobs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of
And after
3.
that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Packers.
And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Love. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Panthers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Young. They're set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 6.
Sanya, thanks for following. Wifey engaged, taking down.
Is Young.
Thanks for following.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the bootleg, it's Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. DJ Wanham getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
If there's any silver
Shirley,
lining for this
thanks for
drive,
sharing
Mike,
live.
it's the fact that
Two-time.
at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. We'll go play action with Love. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's taken down up past the 35. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs, and defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
In motion, it's Golden. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He'll try to run for it.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Packers first down. First and 10.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll run with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Packers.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, but then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And that will lead to a second down.
One he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A second down throw for Love. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead.
Packers 41, Panthers 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Renfro. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
1st and 10.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st down is Young. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, Young. He takes off. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 36 yards.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
complete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. Young. And this will pay off. It is caught. Tenerella McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Fitzgerald down for the extra point. It's up and good. Panthers are able to edge a bit closer. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
User 8145. Thanks for sharing the screen.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught by Golden, right side. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Packers.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Jacob will get it to start the 4th quarter. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Love. Throw on the run is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
To throw is Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that
Thanks for
route a
sharing
little
live.
too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's Young to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Leggett in motion. On 2nd down, Young. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Tremble comes in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hands around, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point, and now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Xavier McKinney, the Pro Bowler, able to find a pass to the quarterback, and he comes up with a sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They had the ability to be challenged. Well, They might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Leggett in motion. Now Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. That's taken on this side of midfield, and he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field, and he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Golden. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And he's in! Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers will add one more onto their big lead.
Panthers 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And good blocking up front. He's paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Young to throw on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Young. That's to the left side. Hauled in by Leggett. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's right side, taken in by Tremble.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4.
Big Ali, thank you for following.
Young. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Makes the score Packers 51, Panthers 23.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag.
What up?
Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
I'll be back with another scream soon.